We're about to get spicy. We just got the turbo kit for the MR2. Oh boy, you are not ready for this video. We just got an awesome package. I just got out of work and there's this awesome package waiting for me in the front door. We just got our turbo kit from Bull Boost Performance, so dedicating this video to Bull Boost Performance. If you need anything for your Civic, Acura, any 4-cylinder Mustangs, anything, check out bullboostperformance.com. I'm gonna link them down below. Use my coupon code IRVINGSEASY at checkout to save a lot of money. Now let's go check out the turbo kit. Oh yeah, your boy's looking handsome. We swapped into the Bull Boost stuff. This is 6. We have the Bull right here. The Bull Boost logo right here as well on the sleeve. And on the back, it has the Bull Boost logo as well. This is comfy. I look good. I feel good. Let's keep opening packages. Next box, I have literally 0 ideas of what's in here. Oh, these dudes even hooked me up with a wastegate. Holy cow. This thing is so massive. Yo, that is sick. So now we also have a wastegate. So, dude, that is so huge. Holy cow, this thing is bigger than the one on the Civic. This is the one I'm most excited about. In this one, we should have the manifold. Let's open this one up. Yeah, oh dude, that is so sick. First off, we have the gaskets, which is freaking awesome. I don't have to buy anything, even though I already have the gaskets. Now, the manifold, this is a different style. This is actually a front mount manifold. Dude, they package this stuff really nicely. Let's pull this thing out. This is beautiful. Holy cow, I'm honestly so freaking jealous. Look at this thing. The welds look beautiful. The inside's beautiful as well. Dude, how are these guys so cheap? It looks amazing. Holy cow, shout out to Bull Boost Performance. We got everything to get started. Let's start mounting things. Okay, let's see. Hopefully the fitment is good. The fitment is absolutely beautiful. Like, honestly, it's not even close to the firewall whatsoever. This manifold is so tiny. The wastegate is going to be like perfect. There's literally nothing underneath here that could possibly burn. On top of that, the exhaust is like right underneath the manifold, so that's even better. So the exhaust is right there. The manifold is right. I couldn't have asked for a better fitting manifold. That is beautiful. Now that I know the manifold works, my next mission is we're actually going to open up into this wastegate, see what springs it has, because this could literally blow up my engine. We want to know how much power is going into this engine before we put this together. So I think I saw from the website the Bull Boost wastegate actually has an 8-pound spring and a 10-pound spring. So total 18 pounds of PSI, which is way too much. Let's open it up. Let's take the 10 out and keep the 8. Or let's see what's in it, because I honestly don't know. Next mission is to actually open up this wastegate. We need to know exactly what size spring we have inside of this thing. All you need is an Allen key. We need to remove the bolts around. From what I've seen online, this thing actually has a 10-pound spring and an 8-pound spring, so 18 pounds of PSI. So I was actually right. This car came with a 8-pound and a 10-pound. So this smaller one is actually the 8-pounder. It sits in here perfectly. And then it came with a 10-pounder. Together, these would have made about 18, maybe 20, maybe with boost creep, closer to 30 PSI. That is way too much. We are not running the 10-pounder. We are not even running the 8-pounder. I actually have some leftover wastegate springs from my tile, which, as you can see, we have a ton right there. And we're going to be running the 5-pound wastegate. So this one's about 5 pounds. This one's going to be more than enough. We're also going to attach a boost controller to it, so this should make a ton of power and it shouldn't cause any issues. So now let's throw everything back together. We are just running a 5-pound spring. That should be good enough. And we're officially done. I actually went and actually threw a 3-pounder spring, and if I can even compress it myself, as you can see. So this thing is definitely going to be safe. It's not going to overboost. Even if it does overboost, it's not going to overboost by much. This is a very small spring for a wastegate this size. Should be ready to rock and roll. we're not going to be using the 8-pounder, and we're not using the 10-pounder. Way too much. I'm going to give them to the winner of this car, but besides that, this thing is ready to connect to the manifold. So now let's move on to that. Next step is to actually mount it onto the manifold. Pretty easy. This is going to attach itself like so, and all we need to do is use the provided clamps. They're right here, so these are gonna clamp both of these together and hold the wastegate on. So now let's clamp everything together. Wastegate is now on. I actually left it a little bit loose because we might need to rotate it or whatnot, so I'm gonna leave it loose for the fabricator to be able to move it. I'm not gonna tighten it. That thing is ready to go. These are loose and the clamp is loose. This is just to mock everything up and see where we're gonna position it. Once we figure that out, we'll definitely go back and tighten everything, but so far, so good. Wastegate is now officially on. Step, we are going to remove the old one. If I'm being honest, this looks like it's in good condition, but the Bull Boost kit came with another one, so we're replacing this. So now let's throw on the new one. Now we're going to be installing the Bull Boost one. This is also a 2-layered, and this just simply just slide in place like so. Now we're gonna stick the manifold, and we should be ready to go. It's a couple days later, and with the power of YouTube, we finally did something very cool, very special. We just picked it up from the fabricator. Let me show you, dude, I'm so stoked. Last we left off, we were actually turboing the MR2. Dude, this thing is done. It took about 2 weeks. I just picked it up from the fabricator. And this thing, best part of all of this, is the fact that this thing runs. We have the intercooler piping completely welded and shot through the firewall. By the way, I decided to keep the firewall. This looks very, very clean. We have the turbo running to the firewall. We have the exhaust running to the middle of the trunk. And then, if we look in here, this is the best part. This thing looks dude, you cannot tell me this doesn't look amazing. Holy frickin' smokes. Somebody is taking this car home, and we're down to 29 days now. This car is going to be so fun for one of you. So now let's turn it on and let me show you the turbo spool. We wait for the 2 beeps, which is somewhere here. There we go. We hold the brake, neutral, hold. That's it, baby. The MR2 is back to life, and it sounds amazing. Look at the turbo spool. Dude, the exhaust is exhausting. This thing is freaking crazy. And like I said again, we're down to 29 more days. Get your entries. This is almost done. Hardly anybody has entered for this car. You guys are sleeping. You guys are crazy. MR2 is now turboed, so from this point on, we're just gonna cosmetically make it look nicer, tune, and yeah, man, this thing is crazy. And we're almost there. We're officially 22 miles away. We're gonna tune the MR2. Hopefully it doesn't blow up, but we'll get there in 20-some minutes. And yeah, wish me luck. Well, boys, we're finally here. Genesis Performance. We're gonna back this thing in, throw it on the dyno, so we're going for a very mild tune. First casualty, this thing ended up breaking a belt, so my boy Genesis Performance is replacing that, and then we're gonna give it one more pull. This thing is cool, so it should make the most power, so we'll see. And she's now fixed. Shout out to Eddie. We're gonna put it back in the dyno and see what it makes. It's currently at 347, so we'll see. Like I said again, this is a stock clutch, stock engine with a turbo 10 PSI. 370 or 374 is a lot for what it is, and I'm very stoked because I came in here hoping to get like 240 or 260, and it really blew my expectations. So far we're doing pretty good, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. This thing is doing awesome. This thing is scary. Holy snap. Holy cow. Woo! Dude, that is insane. And this is probably where we're gonna call it a end to this, because we're at 365 and the stock fuel pump does not want to really give it more. We're gonna raise the pressure on the fuel pressure regulator and then see if it makes a little bit more. But now the problem is not the turbo, is not the engine, is not even the clutch. The problem now is fueling, so we're gonna raise the fuel pressure and then we'll see where this goes. But right now it's getting really close to the 400s, but fuel is becoming an issue now since this is, after all, pretty much all stock. This thing is sick. Holy cow, dude. It just keeps going and going and going. So max power 371, max torque 279. That is crazy. That is a lot of power for a stock, bone stock car with a turbo. Holy cow. Well, boys, it's the next day. I'm back home. I woke up early this morning and I threw the bumper on the MR2 because pretty much this thing is done. I have lights on the way. We're gonna tint it. I might lower it a tiny bit. We're gonna fix the bumper gaps. We're just gonna do small things from this point on. But man, Tanner is back. This thing made 370 horsepower, and now we're gonna take it out for a test drive. And I've never had a car this fast. This is probably faster than the Supra. The Supra makes around 4 something. This makes 370, almost 400, but it's way lighter. So this thing is definitely a little faster than the Supra. So we're gonna take it out for a spin and we're gonna find out because, dude, I'm excited. Side note, I'm in love with this digital dash. This thing is amazing. All right, AFRs are good. Let's take this out for a spin. I swear, if you guys don't enter just for the sound, this thing sounds like a freaking jet. Like, it sounds really freaking good. All right, let's see what it looks like from the outside. I did not bring a GoPro or anything like that, so I can't really record the inside, but we can record the outside, so this thing's gonna sound so sick. This is probably a long video at this point, so I'm gonna stop here and end it here. We turboed a car in one video. We dyno tuned it, took it to the fabricator, and finished it. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Shout out to Boo Boo's Performance for sponsoring the turbo kit. If you haven't entered for this car, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.